What's up, Internet? Welcome back to the Roottrees Are Dead. In the last episode, we started to pull on a thread about the children of Mark Clementine, the disgraced criminal pilot that decked a guy on stage. We don't know where Mary Clementine, aka Mary Webb, fits on this, but she's definitely one of these two people. And we've pulled on a thread about photography. So we've seen a person named Val, probably Valerie, or no, Val. Actually, no, it's not Valerie because it's a dude, right? I mean, I guess I don't know. Is that a thing? Can you name a Valerie a dude? I don't know. I mean, you could do whatever you want. This free country. But the last thing we landed on was LBP, which unfortunately gives us a lot of stuff. So we're gonna just look up all of these things. This might be slow. Lower back pain. Lower back pain is a pretty serious problem. One recommendation seems pretty useful to you. When you're sitting in front of a computer for hours doing genealogy research, it's recommended you try to sit with good posture. Additionally, standing up and stretching once in a while could be useful, as long as you don't strain yourself. It's like the old Wii recommendations, like, take a break every 15 minutes, please. And the 3DS did that too, I think, too. Lead-based paint, of course. Nothing related to lead-based paint. Low blood pressure, probably not either. Louisiana Board of Pharmacy. I think now he's just playing with this. Long Beach Peninsula. Nope. Some businesses also have the acronym LBP. Lynch Building Plastics. Oh, what the fuck? Luxury bridal photography. Luxury bridal photography is a photography business, which is a good start. Unfortunately, it seems like it's located in Ireland, and its owner is named Nicholas. He goes by Nick Luxury, but you doubt that's his real name. I gotta do it. Mr. Luxury has a website, and on it you find a scan of some paperwork that proves your suspicions correct. His name wasn't actually born Nick Luxury, but rather changed his name legally last year. His birth name was Michael Luxury. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I think it's unrelated, but, you know. Lexington Business Payroll. Aha! Lincoln Baby Photography seems like a solid lead, as it mentions a Val, an award-winning photographer, on the page. It's a business in Beacon, New York, and on the site it has a picture of a baby and a camera captioned with Cam Lincoln reaching for his namesake. I guess he takes after his father, Val. At the bottom, the website says copyright 1998 to 1999, so new. The picture's been added to your evidence. Lincoln Baby Photography seems like a solid lead. On the site, it has a picture of a baby and a camera captioned with Cam Lincoln. Okay. I'm sure that the rest of this is not going to matter now. How did you think this would be related to your search exactly? Regardless, it has nothing to do with Laura's bras and panties. Logline Books and Publishing. Logline is a small publisher in California that does limited edition runs of movie scripts. None of their books seem related to your search. One of them is for the big screen adaptation of the puzzle game Fog? Whoa, okay. Hello, what the fuck? Why is this so big? Fog is a video game where the protagonist wakes up in a valley called Fog. The player must solve a series of puzzles which lead to finding microfiches. Plugging the microfiches into a viewer at the central movie theater in Fog allows you to teleport to different eras of the game. Each of these eras is a different valley from a different time period. For some reason, all of them have puzzles in them as well. The player's goal is to bring back jigsaw pieces they find in different eras. Once they do, they can add each piece to the puzzle in the secret underground bunker behind the staircase that leads to the bell tower. Each additional piece allows a dragon trapped in the jigsaw puzzle to talk to them. The player must finally decide whether or not to trust the dragon, who is asking them to finish assembling the jigsaw, which will bring her a tasty snack. Warning, the next paragraph contains major spoilers for Fog. The surprise twist is that if the player decides to feed the dragon, it turns out that they're actually the snack. A quote on the box says, "Fog is the masterpiece that will become your universe." And another one says, "It's remarkable how Fog bears no resemblance to any other game that's ever been released, past or present." Hey, I would play Fog. Fog would be played on the channel for sure. Funny. We're gonna just tag it just in case, but I doubt it. Okay. I love that. Fog, excellent. Okay, so now we have a telephoto periodical. Oh, now we have enough to scroll. Okay, so hold on. Right, so baby. Lincoln baby website. It's labeled as Cam Lincoln reaching for his namesake. I guess he takes after his father. Cute. That's our baby. Okay, so it's probably Cameron, but Cam Lincoln. He's a baby. Yes! Yes! That means I was right on the Chinese family. Yes! Okay. Okay. Thomas Hughes is correct. That photo's correct. Ooh, that is Sterling. Okay, we'll take that. Okay, and we're going to be able to get a couple more, I think, right away here. Great. Ooh, there's another picture of her. Ooh, I don't know if I clocked that. Was that there before? Oh, shit. Okay. So Cam Lincoln the baby, which means that his father is Val. Oh, Val and Valerie? Yeah, look at that. Val Lincoln. I probably should have put that in first, but that's okay. Now, here's the interesting thing is Val Lincoln. So let's get Val Lincoln was featured in Telephoto. The cover, which featured one of his photos, as well as portions of the article, have been added to your evidence. Where is it? Cool. Telephoto is a photography magazine. This 1992 issue focuses on the photos of Val Lincoln, a photographer who went overseas during Desert Storm. I mean, I know what this is, but Operation Desert Saber was the code name for a land offensive the U.S. military performed against the Iraqi army. It was a part of the larger Operation Desert Storm known as the Gulf War. Are we really going to go this deep into it? Okay, no. Where was I? Here. He won the Sepia Award. The Sepia Award is awarded to excellence in photojournalism each year. The organization that gives it out seems to be independent. They're not associated with any publications or companies you recognize. Great. Specifically for this photo on the cover. So this is someone we know, or who should know. Val got his start in high school when he took a photography class because, in his own words, he couldn't decide what else to do and thought it would be the best career in the world to shoot for Playboy. Oh my God. But he quickly found that he had a knack. I'm going to do it. Okay. A Playboy is defined as a wealthy man who spends his time enjoying himself, especially one who behaves irresponsibly or has many casual relationships. Logically, it would follow then that Playboy magazine is targeted towards an audience of people who wish to view pictures of wealthy men enjoying themselves irresponsibly. Perhaps these men would be riding expensive motorcycles without helmets or betting large stacks of cash on double zero in roulette. Considering the subject matter of your current investigation, a magazine like that could be a very useful resource. After all, Guy Hudson was pretty much the definition of a Playboy. That's why you looked it up, right? I gotta go. Let's do it. Ah, mother. That's very funny. I really like the playfulness with it, because this could be really dry. And I like that, especially when you're looking up so many things and having to weed through so much material, that there's levity to it and there's some fun with it. I really do like that. That's great. I love it. Okay, cool. So back to this. So he got to start in high school, but he quickly found he had a knack for it and began to skip lunch in his free periods to spend more time in the darkroom. After graduating, he tried to pivot to landscape photography, but when he didn't have any passion for it, I work much better when I'm trying to tell the story of a person or an object. He got lucky when a photographer mentor of his who was going overseas to cover the war decided to take a chance on him. Most people wouldn't call it lucky to go on an active war zone for no pay, but he bought my plane tickets, all my meals, and even pulled some strings so he could rush my passport. For someone that had never had a real job or even left California, it was a hell of a break. Val was only 19 at the time and shot the photo that won him an award the third night he was there. This photo depicts Lisa Clementine, who lost an arm in Operation Desert Saber. According to the article, women who were not subject to direct combat, and Lisa was in a vehicle at the time. The vehicle had to pull over suddenly when the road ahead was partially destroyed, and she and a fellow soldier were severely injured by a landmine. Val says, I ran into Lisa just after her surgery and took this picture. Until she shipped out, I kept finding excuses to go back and take more pictures of her. I guess it was fate, because that's the photo that won me an award, got me into your magazine, and also led to my engagement. Just earlier this year, she agreed to become Miss Lincoln. Yay! Very cool. Okay, so that said, then I can kind of finish this up, right? So Lisa looks like this. She's military. She married Val Lincoln, who does not have a photo. And then we have, oh, now I'm already forgetting her name. Mary Clementine. And she looks like this. Two very different looking people. That's funny. And she is a travel agent. Okay, that's 2 in. Hey, I feel good about that. That is progress. We're at 18. Now I'm curious. Okay, so this will help us get herself. So ignore that one. Now telephoto itself, we should really run. Let's just quickly. What is the description of telephoto? Is a photography magazine. So it's going to be tough to get. I would love to get anything. That would be too easy. Any other photography type stuff? This definitely has not been around long enough for that. Shit. Wow, it's like actually there aren't that many left. There's not that much I can do. What? Okay, here's a question, which is interesting. Who is one of these people? So, okay, so we pretty much can guarantee, because Christine we know is a secretary, she's one of these 2 people. Right? That makes sense. But then who's the other one? Because if we have a photo of her, where the hell does she fit on this timeline? It's not here. Well, I guess it could be. It would be weird for that woman to have a baby now, but it could be. But that would mean that she would have to be... No, because she couldn't be here. Because then that would mean that she would have to be already on the tree. So it would have to be someone I don't have a picture of already. Like, it would have to be like a Joan or an April, but they're old enough. So it would have to be one of... They're talking about being new parents, so it would have to be someone here... And that doesn't really exist. So that said, who is she? Is she Susan's thing? No, because she was of the age of Susan here. So she's not her daughter. Oh shit, is that another picture of her? Because she's the same haircut. Fucking hell. Oh, it is. It is her. Look, she has the tattoo. Wow. That's an insanely small detail. I would have never. So, this is Susan Ford. Right. So that's overlap. So that answers my question. So if that's Susan Ford, this is Christine Farrow. Oh, God. Okay, I need one more. I think that's got to be it, right? Let's go back to the photos. Why can't I ever find the photos when I'm looking for them? Here. So Chris Rafferty didn't know who this woman was. Right. They were together. Chris was here. This is later on because he's wearing the green suit, not the orange one. This is Christine. Early on. Because Zach is still here. Yeah, and he has the orange suit on. Yeah. It does make sense. There is a logic. We just had to kind of catch it. Guy wears the orange suit earlier and then makes the transition to wearing the green suit later. So the later we go, the more green suit, because he's trying to match Elias, for better or for worse. Cool. Wow, really good. Really, really good. Now I just wish I could fucking figure out anything about this. I feel like I'm gonna catch like a really weird wave. At some point I'm just gonna catch something. So these four are identified. I mean, it's gotta be Bess Williams, but I don't want to put that in because I don't actually know. There's no proof that she is the person that had an affair with him. Yet. Other than hearsay, basically. We don't have hard proof. And I need that. Let's put it this way. I want that to be able to prove it to myself. Oh! Hold on. Isn't Chris... No. Isn't Chris a photographer? I'm good at painting and other art. Going to school to learn how to edit movies. Okay, maybe not. Let's still do it. No. There were no other... I wonder, can we do Caroline Morden? No. I feel like I have good ideas here. I just don't know where the hell... Nothing. Telephoto is barely giving us anything. Then I tried Guy Hudson. Okay, so we've figured out Miracle's path now. So here's what it is, right? So We've basically deduced Stuart is not, oddly, despite what the letter says, Stuart is not related to any of the Roottrees, but Mark is. Of course he is, because he's a mess. Mark is Miracle and Mary Beth's child. He has 2 children who then will be under the Roottree name. And Lisa's child, Cam, is now... So these 4 are now Roottrees. 5Ps is... One of these is... We think... Robert, probably, right? Or maybe, no, actually, it's the other way around, probably. James is. Min is. Flavio is. One or two of these are, potentially. So, okay. We're getting the outline of it for sure. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I don't know where... So here's my current also prediction, by the way, is that Ruby Spratt is here. She's somewhere on this timeline. She somehow figured that out and is now figuring out a way to get herself into this. Or she's here. That's actually possible. Oh no, because she's an orphan, right? Oh, but she could be here. Oh, wait. What the fuck? Hold on, wait. I'm actually just looking at this really for the first time here. So, hold on. So, let's just actually break this down. Elias and whoever, probably Bess, have a child. It's an affair. This person then marries someone, has this child. But what is that? What? Who is this person? Because that's so important then. I don't understand what this means. That they're married and then there's a guardianship? But like what? And then whoever this person is gets married to someone, they have 2 kids, and then gets married to someone else? But they didn't split up? Maybe they died? That's a little sad. Wait, but it's left to right, isn't it? Wait, but how did Clark's work? No, yeah, they didn't split up. So either this person died after having these 2 kids, and then this person goes and has a child with another person. There's a lot of photos here, too. What the hell? I feel so good about that tattoo reveal. There's a reveal... Oh, I don't... I wish I could reference all of the puzzles and the solutions in games that I've played. There's a game that's heavily referenced in the structure of how this game is played that also has a great tattoo reveal. And I loved finding that too. That was one of my favorite solves in that game. If you know what I'm talking about, you probably have a very clear idea of where I'm coming with that. Okay. Where am I at on this episode? I feel like I just started. Oh my god, I'm 20 minutes in. Okay. So, reminders I feel like are helpful, but not super. Let's see how Stephanie Jones is doing. I think maybe she's the one with the child. Yep. It seems... I don't know why I didn't look that up before. It seems Brian Jones has been busy updating Stephanie Jones's campaign website. The 2 new sections exist. The first is Baby Photo. There, you see a picture of their new family together in the hospital. According to the site, our daughter was named after her grandmother, which ended up being very fitting considering she was born the night before Christmas. Our daughter was named after her grandmother, which ended up being very... Oh, Caroline. The second is What's Next? There's much of substance there right now, but it lists some small accomplishments and finishes with the recent rise in popularity and controversy surrounding my extended family. There's been some extra attention on me. Stay tuned for announcements in the coming months about how I plan to use this publicity to accomplish bigger and better things. Can I... Yeah, same thing. Okay, let's get that photo up. Oh... Yay! Brian Jones posted this photo of his family together in the hospital following the birth of his newborn girl. His new daughter is wearing an adorable little Santa hat, and his wife Stephanie is giving her signature thumbs-up move from her campaign literature. Okay, so... Where's Carol? Stephanie, rather. Her grandmother, right? That's what that just said. Our daughter was named after her grandmother, which ended up being very fitting considering she was born the night before Christmas. So her grandmother is Caroline. I think that is great. How many do I have right now? Am I about to get another one? 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. I'm going to actually do this one. So you are... Wait, what is your last name? Jones, right? Okay. So, Carol... Oh, it's Carol. Okay, Carol Jones. I love that. She's a baby. And... Oh, no. That didn't work. Okay, well, I'm going to use process of elimination. Let's put Brian in here with his photo. And then let's put Stefan. Oh, right. We're still putting in their birth names. So you're Landon and you're a politician. Okay, which one was wrong? What? Lincoln Val, Brian Jones. Right? Yes. Booyah. Wait, did I mess up the military girl?
Hey there,
oh,
it's us.
Both of them.
So I just have to say, the work you're doing here is fantastic.
So fantastic, in fact.
Uh-oh.
There goes Clark. Always the bad cop. Go ahead.
Well, our law firm, Ruby Legal Enterprises, is having trouble keeping up. They're actually begging us to stop getting new root trees. They said it's getting difficult to verify your progress.
Well, consider that a good thing. I told Clark you'd get results.
Right. She's working from the inside to try to...
Says that like I didn't believe her. Regardless, the bad news is it's going to take 5...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
In from now on.
No.
Good luck.
And keep up the good work.
5? Holy hell. So I have to basically get the whole family at once, essentially, here. Because I'm not going to be able to... Okay, so what the hell did I... Did I mess this up? Okay, well, that's great. I'm glad I did this. That should have been obvious. They were new... Yeah, wait, that should have been obvious because she was fucking pregnant. Am I fucking out of my mind? She was literally pregnant in the photo. Dude, what the hell? Well, it's fine. I would have I got it eventually, so it's not like I didn't even struggle with it. I just was like, I theorized over something that should have been extremely obvious. Okay, but I have to figure out what the hell happened here. So maybe her most recent job isn't military? Or did I just screw her name up? Where is... Photo depicts Lisa Clementine. Yeah, she must not be military anymore. I mean, I guess she lost an arm, so maybe she can't do military things? Oh, that's interesting. I was expecting to not... Okay, well, let's do a little quick look. How about that? Lisa Clementine. How about back in telephoto? Okay, she's probably not all up in the news, but we might as well try, I guess. Lisa, what is Lincoln? Lisa Lincoln is, according to a military website, you find an amputee who lost a limb in Desert Storm. She runs a support group for fellow veterans in Beacon. She makes another appearance listed as a professor, got it, at West Point, a military college. She teaches classes that contribute to the environmental engineering major. Her short biography on the staff page mentions that she had a passion for the military from a very young age due to erroneously believing that a family member was an Air Force pilot. Oh man, not Mark. When she later learned that to be untrue, her passion remained, and she joined ROTC in high school. From there, she enlisted. After returning from Desert Storm, she earned her degree and relocated to West Point to teach a few years ago. All right, cool. I'm glad I didn't have to guess that. So she's a professor. All right, so that's one. One correct. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have to get what? At least 2 of these correct. How do I do that? All right, well, I feel really good, though, about where we're at. I mean, I don't know where Susan Ford fits into this picture here and whose children she has, but I think we're in a really good spot. I think I'm going to call it on this episode. Thank you so much for watching. This has been a really interesting sprint. Obviously, if it hasn't been obvious, I've recorded a couple of episodes back to back here. And this sprint has been really, really good. So I'm really excited about that. I think we're nearing the end, but I don't know what happens when we open up that top secret envelope. So I guess we'll find out. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like, subscribe. I really am trying to push subscribers now. Like, it would be great if we can hit milestones of subscribers. So please share it with your friends if you love this game and you want other people to see this playthrough and all the crazy things that I've been getting up to. Please share it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.